Hello friends, I am Rashmi. Welcome to SRS Info. Wish you all a wonderful World Pharmacist Day 2020. Today, 25th September 2020, we celebrate the World Pharmacist Day with the theme Transforming Global Health. Let us understand some interesting facts about World Pharmacist Day and the importance of pharmacists in transforming global health. The World Pharmacist Day was organized by International Pharmaceutical Federation, that is FIP, which was established on 25th September 1912. That is why every year 25th September we celebrate as the World Pharmacist Day. FIP is headquartered in Hague in Netherlands and the current president is Dominic Jordan. FIP works with the motto that is Advancing Pharmacy Worldwide. It is supported by 146 international organizations like WHO. Even though FIP was established on 25th September 1912, it started to celebrate World Pharmacist Day since 2009. It was decided in the annual meeting which was conducted in Istanbul, Turkey. International Pharmaceutical Federation works as a global leader of pharmacy. It supports and represents pharmacists, pharmaceutical scientists, pharmaceutical educators around the world. It supports the development of pharmacy as a whole. It boosts up the pharmacy profession. Along with that, FIP works for its member organizations also. Now, the theme for 2020 Pharmacist Day is Transforming Global Health. What does it actually shows? It really explains that how pharmacists contribute to a world where everyone benefits from access to safe, effective, quality and affordable medicines and health technologies as well as from pharmaceutical care services. How important is the role of pharmacist for maintaining and transforming global health? Pharmacist is the real contributor of global health. Why do we need a Pharmacist Day? Yes, pharmacists need encouragement for giving encouragement to the public, to the patients. So, to encourage the activities that promote and educate the role of pharmacists in improving health all over the world is the main purpose why we celebrate World Pharmacist Day annually. Now, let us understand the Indian aspects of the pharmaceutical industry. In the current scenario, it is a very important topic. I would like to explain these aspects on the basis of the report of Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance, that is IPA. Recently, IPA released a report that Indian pharmaceutical industry, the way forward. This shows the importance of this pharmaceutical industry of India, the main challenges it faces in the current scenario, and it also proposes the remedies or the focus area to improve this pharmaceutical industry for the universal healthcare system of India. What is the importance of Indian pharmaceutical industry? Yes, it is that much important that it is the largest global market and it gives 2.7 million jobs both directly and indirectly in India as a growth of pharmaceutical industry. So it is really important. The compound annual growth rate CAGR estimated to 7 to 8% by this pharmaceutical industry, that is $90 billion by 2030. But not here that India has a potential to reach 120 to 130 billion by 2030. As per the current scenario, the estimated CAGR is $90 billion, but India has that much potential to improve this up to 11 to 12%, that is 120 to 130 billion dollar by 2030. Now you can understand that how important is Indian pharmaceutical industry. Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance proposes some primary goals where we have to focus mainly to improve the pharmaceutical industry which can be capable to provide universal healthcare to our citizen. First, we must focus on high quality and affordable medicine. That is the basic thing where we have to give more concentration and more importance. Low prices of drugs to implement universal healthcare in the country. And India must be a world leader in innovation. This is very important. For that, we have to launch minimum at least 10 to 12 innovation per year. Only in that case, we can be the global leader in innovation in pharmaceutical industry. If there is no innovation, we cannot be the world leader. We have to manufacture more rather than importing. When we improve the innovation, then definitely we can improve the global supply chain. Then India can be a global drug supplier. For that, what we have to do is, at least presently what is happening is, India exports generic medicines to United States. We have to change this from the exporting of generic medicine to the exporting of finished quality drugs. If we can move from exporting of generic medicine to the exporting of finished quality drugs only to US, even then India can be a global drug supplier. So think about it. How important is the generic market of India to US? If we improve or establish the market in US and developing the trade with other countries, it could become the largest supplier of drugs by volume. And if we can improve all these 3 points, then very naturally it can contribute to the Indian economy, and the estimated improvement will be 11 billion US dollar. Definitely, if we set a goal, we have to face some challenges also. So what are the real challenges the Indian pharmaceutical industry faces in the current scenario? The worst problem India faces is that India does not have a stable pricing and policy environment. The lack of stable pricing and policy environment distract or demotivate the investors to invest in Indian pharmaceutical industry. They will go to other countries like China, US, etc. So if we need more pharmaceutical companies have to come and invest in India, even though the companies are from India or from abroad, the first thing we have to focus is that we have to develop a stable pricing and policy environment. Frequent and unexpected changes to domestic pricing policy in India leads to uncertain environment for investments and innovation, and this discourages the industries to invest in India. The second thing is lack of capabilities in the innovation space. This is very crucial and very important. What is happening in India is that India does not give more importance to innovation. We are interested in exporting whatever we have, but an industry cannot develop with these things. We have to improve the innovation. For that, we have to focus on our infrastructure also. Government needs to invest in research initiative and talent in order to grow India's innovation. If we really want to grow the innovation in India, then we have to motivate the young talented youth of India, and we have to boost up the research initiatives of India. So Indian government must focus on these things. External markets. This is again the worst reality. Do you know 80% of active pharmaceutical ingredients is coming from China, and the rest of 15% is coming from US and Italy. That is 95% of active pharmaceutical ingredients are coming from other countries to India. And in the current pandemic situation, the COVID-19 pandemic situation, you can see that the political, economical, geographical and environmental disruptions of this country do adversely affect the Indian pharmaceutical industry, and it directly affects the healthcare system of India. That is what we are seeing today. The 5% of active pharmaceutical ingredients, not at all enough to save 130 crores population of India. So it is very important to develop the manufacturing of active pharmaceutical ingredients in India itself. We must be self-reliant in these aspects. The next challenge is the US general market. I have already explained to you that the generic export to US decreases our own capability to produce more active pharmaceutical ingredients, and by using these generic medicines, the foreign countries do their own manufacturing and they import these things to India. So we have to improve the manufacturing of quality medicines, and we have to improve the export of this quality product. The next challenge which India faces very badly is that quality compliance scrutiny. See, in India, If a project is allotted of rupees 100, then 80 rupees will go to only for inspection, for establishing a committee, a supervising committee, and many other paperwork and other things, etc. The rest of the 20 rupees, with this 20 rupees, we have to do all other works, the infrastructure, salary of the employees, and other ingredients, the raw materials, machineries, the areas, other environmental issues, everything have to be managed with this 20 rupees. Then how we can maintain the quality, how we can produce the quality products. So this is a major challenge in India. See, highest number of FDA inspections conducted in India since 2009. We are the experts of inspections, but we must be the expert of production of quality products. Yes, we have to agree that the standards is essential. Upgrading the quality standard is very important, but only upgrading the quality standards cannot improve, cannot contribute to the growth. If we invest more on the inspections and the maintenance of other quality standards, it will divert the capital away from other areas of development, which affect the growth. This is also a very important challenge which is faced by Indian pharmaceutical industry. Now, Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance proposes some remedies or some rejuvenating steps to improve the industry. In its report, IPA mentioned that Indian pharmaceutical companies need to take bold strategic moves into uncharted territories. It simply means we have to reach the unreached. This must be our policy if we really need to improve the healthcare system. These are the steps to encourage the growth of the industry. The first thing is improving communication. It's very simple. If you face a problem, you have to discuss it, sit together, discuss, come to a comfortable conclusion, and just start to act to get the result. So, improving communication between industry stakeholders and Indian regulators. This is one of the most important steps proposed by IPA. The second step is very interesting. Establishing a Ministry of Pharmaceuticals. In India, there is no specific ministry for handling these pharmaceutical industry related matters. Currently, all these alliances are coming under Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers, but this IPA proposes that if we establish a separate ministry for pharmaceuticals, then this ministry can give more focus on this pharmaceutics related matters. Do you know who is the current Minister of Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizers? He is Mr. Sadanand Gowda. The next step is focus on API manufacturing. In the previous slide, I have explained to you how important is the manufacturing of active pharmaceutical ingredients for India. Local governments to build pharma parks. It's also a very good idea to reach the medicinal care to the poor people of the local areas. Local governments can do more on these things to build pharma parks and simplify the regulatory approval processes. To get an approval to start an industry in India, it takes from hours to months. So we have to reduce the regulatory approval process and it reduces the time so that the industries get an interest to invest in India. These are the steps to encourage the growth of industry which is put forward by Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance. So these are the current situation where we are standing. From this condition, in this situation, what can a pharmacist do? What contribution a pharmacist can give to the developing and the changing scenario of global health? Pharmacist can do a lot. That means pharmacist is a drug specialist. He can contribute in the industry, in the institutions, in the academic level, and to the patient care area. From a simple drug specialist to a master, this is the quality and importance of pharmacist. He can contribute in community pharmacy, clinical pharmacy, hospital, industrial pharmacy, academic pharmacy, very important. A pharmacist can do a lot in the academics. The quality of education shows the quality of life, or otherwise we can call that education is a part of life. So pharmacist can do academic pharmacy, regulatory pharmacy, research and development, and many more. For understanding more about the contribution of pharmacists in today's global scenario. To understand more about the contribution of pharmacists, I would like to explain through an article published in the International Journal of Current Pharmaceutical Research. It published an article that contribution of pharmacists for transforming global healthcare system, roles and opportunities. Pharmacist has some important roles and some important opportunities also. When these roles and opportunities coincide, then we get the real output of a pharmacist. In this journal, it is mentioned that 50 years ago, the essential job of drug specialist has only been to apportion solution. 50 years ago, essential job of a pharmacist or a drug specialist was just provide solution. But today, the drug specialist unmistakable new jobs have emphatically added to human services and society around the world. This is the very drastic movement change of the global pharmacist. And pharmacists can accept more accountability for patients' well-being. The accountability of pharmacists towards the well-being of patient is improving nowadays. Pharmacists can incorporate oncology offices, irresistible sickness control, general well-being, medication data, toxicology, atomic medication, and many more areas. And today, drugstore practice is not just a mechanical work. It's a comprehensive term that consolidates not just components of a clinical drugstore, but the comprehension of more extensive social setting in which pharmaceutical administration are conveyed. So, the drugstore practice is converted into pharmaceutical administration. So, the education and our practice should be meet this quality. So, the pharmacist that we have to improve the quality of our own education with the quality practice. Only in such condition we can convert this mechanical practice into the administrative quality, which can improve the healthcare system of our country. The drug specialist job moved from the medication assistant as a medication master to a patient guardian. This is the moment. This is the way that the drug specialist job, it is moved from the medication assistants. 50 years ago, we are just medication assistant. But today, we are medication master for patient guardians. It simply means access to pharmacist is access to health. Wish you again a worthful World Pharmacist Day. Thank you.